What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Natalie and this is episode 16 of the Skyward Sword HD Switch series. How's everybody doing? Hope you all are doing well and hope your weather is nice and fresh for you guys. Thank you for joining me, and again, thank you so much for all the support, all the comments, all the likes. I really appreciate it. I love to hear from you guys. And also, we're getting really close to 20 subscribers. That's so exciting. And we're also getting really close to getting past 10 likes for the videos, so hopefully we can reach that goal. But the main important thing is that you guys enjoy these videos and you find it very helpful if you guys are ever stuck or anything. But thank you again so much. I really appreciate it. In the last episode, we went and got to Lake Floria and we met with the water dragon. We helped her heal up after a fight against Girahim and his lackeys. And in this episode, we're going to go ahead and do the next temple dungeon, and it's gonna be where we get the first sacred flame. But right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be going to the store, see what I can get. I think I'm gonna get kicked out by Beetle, to be honest. I don't think I have enough rupees to get anything. Hopefully I do, but I also wanted to point out that I forgot to say in the last episode, when I was talking about the episode before that, I think it was the one where we explored the inside of the great tree and I went to go get all those chests, the goddess chests, and we were coming across that one island where there was those little colorful things that were around us, flying around us, and I didn't know what they were. So I looked it up, and also one of my commenters, Sylvia, also commented in the last video what they were. But I wanted to let you guys know that they're called ringers, and they're apparently flying squirrels. And so what they are is that if you touch all of them while at a great height, while you're fighting at a great height, so you have to fall from a really high point onto that island, and they'll come out, and it's like a little, I guess, mini game, to where if you touch all of the little flying squirrels before you touch the ground, you'll get 20 rupees. And I think that's just pretty cute. Maybe we could try it in a future episode, but I just wanted to let you guys know what those were. It's really weird. I didn't know they existed. I didn't know there were flying squirrels, but I thought that was a pretty cool touch to this game. So let's go ahead and check out what we can get in these shops, and then we'll head back to the temple. And yeah, so we'll be back. Okay, well, I only bought, that's the only thing I was able to buy. I bought a bug medallion, and so with that in our inventory system, if we're carrying it, we are able to see where bugs are on the map. So let's go ahead and check that out. If we go ahead and pull up the map, it'll show this, and this is where you'll see where insects are, and you could go ahead and go, if you're bug hunting and stuff, you could go ahead and get this and use it. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't think it's really necessary at the moment because we're gonna be doing a dungeon. I keep saying dungeon, but I think it's a temple. I think the next one that we're going for is a temple, so I'm gonna say temple. But yeah, since we're gonna be doing a temple pretty soon, we don't really need the bug medallion right now because I don't really think there are any bugs in the dungeons slash temples. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in the item shop, and then we'll just go ahead and head back to the temple. Alright, so here we go. We're back at Lake Floria at the entrance to the next temple. And sometimes, yeah, like you can see right here, there are some rupees that you could get underneath this little bridge here. So if you're dying for some rupees, you can go ahead and get into the water here, and you'll get 10 rupees, it looks like. Yeah, unfortunately that's not too much money, but you know what, it'll help. Everything helps, you know. And then sometimes, again, like when we were barely coming into Lake Floria, sometimes at the tops, like the cliffs and stuff, they'll hold some rupees. It looks like this one does not hold any rupees, but you can see right there that there's a goddess cube, and unfortunately we can't get to that goddess cube right now, so we're gonna go ahead and wait on that until we can get to it in a future episode. But let's go ahead and enter the temple. Oh my gosh, so here we are, guys, at the ancient cistern. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say that I love this temple. It's one of my favorites. It is actually my favorite temple of all time in this game. I really like everything about this temple. I love the music. I love the architecture, the way that the temple looks and everything is so beautiful. And I love how Japanese oriented it is, like just based off of Japanese culture. Buddha, we've got the lotuses, the fish, the koi fish. So beautiful. That's why I love this temple so much. I am a big fan of Japanese culture, and I love to see that they incorporated a lot of that into this temple. I think it's just really amazing, and you know, it's just really cool. But yeah, this is one of my favorite temples, and I really love the boss in this one too. Besides Girham, I think this boss is like one of the greatest bosses in this temple or in this game, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and get started. So first thing that you want to do is kill these guys. Make sure you don't get got, and then you could go ahead and pull this to activate, to lift up that gate to open that door. Then what you want to do, there's some money down there. There's some rupees, like you can see that silver ruby right there. So you go ahead and grab one of those rupees. There's actually two of them, but let's go ahead and grab them really quick. And so what you want to do to grab these is you want to get centered and then spin attack to get those rupees, because if you don't do the spin attack, you'll get trapped in the hands and you'll start to take damage because the hands start to squish you. So that's what you want to do with both hands. There's going to be another hand on this side, so let's go ahead and get that silver rupee. And there we go, we got the second rupee, so we got 200 extra rupees to our name. Again, if you're dying for some cash, cold hard cash, that's another way to get it. You could get those 10 rupees that are outside of the temple, and you could also get these 2 silver rupees that are in both of the hands. Okay, and then so now what you want to do is, there's gonna be a puzzle, I think, past that door that we opened over there. So what you want to do is you want to get over here, and there's going to be a tablet right here, and you could go ahead and read it, and it's going to give you a hint on how to solve the puzzle. So it says, carved into the great statue are inscriptions of gratitude. They reveal the secret order of this temple. First the back, then the rear, then the back of the right hand, and finally the back of the left hand. So that's the puzzle that we need to know. So again, back, then rear, then back of right, and then back of left. That's gonna be the order. Okay, so there we go, we got that noted. So what that means is talking about the great statue, like the Buddha statue. So obviously there's his right hand and then there's his left hand. And so if you go by the hint, we have to go to the back, to his back. So let's go ahead and make our way around. Now, if you come to the back, you make your way to the back, and this is the first clue. So, the first clue is the back. So, that little section right there, the little highlighted part on the little flower looking thing, is pointing at the upper one. So, that's going to be up. And then the next clue is the rear. So, that means his little booty. We're going to go and look at his little booty. So, it's going to be right here. The next clue is here. I don't know why there's a 2 there, but if you can see, the flower now has the bottom petal highlighted, so that means down. And then the next clue is the back of the right hand, so we're gonna go back around. And then here we are at the back of the right hand. So you can see that the left petal is highlighted, so we're gonna go, it's gonna be a left side. And then now we go to the left hand, back of the left hand, and then we found out the last hint to the puzzle. And here we are at the last and final clue. It has the right pedal highlighted, so that means we have to go right. All right, so now that we have that noted, you want to go back to that door that you opened up. Let's go over here. Now we're in an area with a bunch of lily pads. And oopsies, we flipped one upside down, so those vines hurt you, so you want to stay clear of those vines, because they don't do a lot of damage, but obviously if you keep running into them and stuff, you're gonna get yourself pretty low. But let's go ahead and kill these Skulltulas really quick. Alright, so that was really weird. The first one that we were trying to kill, it kind of like glitched out. It was like at the bottom of the web and pretty much phasing into the floor. And then it just randomly spawned back up on top of the web. But alright, so there we go. We finished it. And here is why we needed that hint to this puzzle, because this is the puzzle right here. This little flower on the door. So if we read this tablet, it says, strike the gemstones pointing in 4 directions wisely. The way will only open for one who knows the temple's secret order. And that secret order is what we did right now when we looked at the back of the Buddha statue, and then we also, you know, back of the right hand and blah blah blah. So if we go in the order, we go back, which is up, and then the rear, which is down, the back of the right hand, which is left, and then right. There we go. Okay, and now we're in a new area. We got another Skulltula. What we could do to kill these guys pretty easy is we just send our little beetle friend up there to cut down the thread, and they fall in the water. Same thing with this guy right here. Let's go ahead and cut them down and they drown. I don't like spiders, and those guys are huge. They creep me out. But there's some Waltulas here. There's actually only one Bebe Waltula. So let's go ahead and kill him. And then also I forgot to mention to you guys when I actually did it, but as you guys can see, I upgraded the slingshot to a scatter shot. So now when you hold down the ZR button, you'll power it up and it shoots multiple Deku seeds instead of just one. I also upgraded the bug net to the big bug net, so now you could get more bugs at the same time. It'll be easier for you. I think that's all I upgraded. That was all I was able to upgrade, but it comes in handy, so I suggest that it would be a great idea to go ahead and upgrade those items. It'll make it a lot easier, and just, you know, just to have it. I like to collect stuff. I like to do all the stuff and upgrade all the gear, even if I don't necessarily need it to defeat the game. But what you want to do is there's going to be a red rupee right here, so you have to climb up the vines and just jump down onto the lily pad to turn it upside down so you could get to that rupee. If I could just land on it correctly. And there you go. Now you can get this rupee. And it's basically the same thing that you have to do with the rest of the lily pads that you need to get across, like that one right there. That one is already open, so you have access to it already. But let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we opened up the way forward. Let's go ahead and head through this little section. Oh my gosh, just look at, isn't this temple so cute? Look at the little torches, they're little lotuses, so freaking cute. Okay, so we made our way across to the next section that we need to be in. And here's a chest that we can get, and this is actually the little section that we just came in from to do that puzzle. So we're just making our way back around. And we got the key. Okay, so let's go ahead and head over back into the main section. You just have to head up this little water spout. And there's going to be a Deku Baba waiting for you to, you know, try to beat you up. So go ahead and just throw a bomb in his mouth. And easy peasy lemon squeezy, he will be dead. Alright, so we're back in the main section, and now where you want to go is going to be across the lily pads again, where we found that tablet telling us the secret order to hit the gemstones in. So let's go ahead and head across there. Alrighty. So now there's like a little switch or valve there that you can see. We can't really do much with it at the moment, but it's showing us the top of the statue, well, the inside of the statue, and there's a lotus. It looks like the key, the boss key. So it looks like we're gonna have to find a lotus key. So let's go ahead and head down. Oh gosh, there's a Stealthos guy here, and he has armor this time, so he's in the top of his army. So he's gonna be a tough boy. So let's go ahead and defeat him. It's basically the same thing that you do with the other Stealthos. You just hit him. Make sure that you don't hit the... Make sure you don't hit the swords like I just did right there. And that's all you have to do. So let's go ahead and beat him up. So now it's gonna get a little bit harder because he brought out his other two swords. So sometimes he'll block the whole, like, sides of him, all four sides of him, and you just have to stab him. But let's go ahead and continue. Knocked his helmet off there. He looks very beautiful without his helmet. I love his design. Doesn't look scary at all. He was a bit of a tough guy compared to the other one, but after a while you'll get the hang of it. Yeah, once usually he pulls out those two other swords of his, he gets a little bit harder to beat because he starts to move quicker on blocking your attack, so it's a little bit harder. But there we go, we defeated him. And let's get our treasure. We got the whip. Attached to the end of the whip is a strange glowing spear of light that can latch onto various things. If you see something you can't reach, target it with ZL and snag it with your whip. Snap! Snappy! Purr is so cute. Okay, so now that we have this whip, we can definitely go ahead and turn these valves. Now we have a way to mess with them, and that turns on the water spout, and we could go ahead and get back up to where we were. I don't think there's anything up here besides the way to the boss. Oh wait, okay. So if we go through this door, I'm pretty sure it leads to nowhere at the moment. Yeah, it just leads to like a little ledge that you could fall off and go back into the main area. So let's go ahead and turn on this next valve, which I believe is the last. I think this one leads you to the little area where the boss door is. Yeah, so this is the highest that you could go. This is where the boss door is. We need a key for that. So let's go ahead and head back down to the second floor and head back into the main area. Okay, so now what you want to do, now that you're back in the main area, is you're gonna go ahead and head back over here to where we unlocked that one door. But this time you're gonna go up those stairs because now you have a whip and you can swing like Indiana Jones across the way. Okay, so there we go. We got the dungeon map. And now I believe there's gonna be some switches that you want to pull with the whip. So let's go ahead and head over to those switches. So here's the first switch. So what you want to do is going to be next to this big old waterfall with the fish, the koi fish. You want to grab onto this and just spin it back around so you can step on it. And you can get closer to the switch. And now you're just going to target it and pull it down with your whip. And there we go, shuts off the water flow. And now we could get into the koi fish mouth. Let's go ahead and head through. Okay, so now we made our way to the next section. There's gonna be a switch here, just again target it and then pull it down with your whip. Oh, these guys. These guys are super good with their aim. It's so annoying. Ooh, and he gave us some treasure. Oh, they also gave us some treasure. They gave us some chew jelly. Okay, so I don't think I did this on the other section where we can... Hey, back off. There was another section that we just came across, I think on the last episode, where there were some butterflies next to a wall. So again, you just want to bring out your little harp, strum away, play a beautiful melody for these butterflies. And then now the goddess's crest is going to appear on the wall, so you go ahead and charge up your Skyward Sword. And what you could do with this is you could do many things with this area. So what you want to do is you can draw anything. If you need hearts, you just draw a heart and it gives you hearts. If you want some rupees, try to draw a rupee symbol and it'll give you rupees. If you need bombs, try to draw a bomb, arrows, blah blah blah, you know, whatever you need. Just try to draw as best as you can and you should get that item. So I'm gonna draw a heart, which is the easiest thing to draw, because the last time I tried to draw a rupee, it always gave me like hearts. But there you go, you got some hearts, lots and lots of hearts. So if you ever need them, that's how you can do it. And now what you want to do is you want to make your way up to this ledge right here, so you just use the whip to get across. So what you want to do for this switch is you want to, since it's too high, if you go down to the bottom and you try to get it like that, it's not going to work. You have to swing onto this thing to where you can target it. So if we swing closer to it and then we jump, we target it. And then now that we're just completely targeted on it, and now you can pull it down. And there we go, the valve activated this whirlpool inside of the water pool right here. So let's go ahead and head down. This still creeps me out to this day. I never liked when I had to jump into this section because I just do not like deep waters. And he's going to a dark pit. And then especially once you get out and you just end up in this weird section right here with all these spiders and stuff. It's just, I never liked it. It's so creepy. I hate spiders, I hate deep water, I have a fear of deep water. So yeah, it's not something I would like to do. But let's go and kill these guys. And killing that one will activate or turn that lily pad upside down so you could get across. Okay, so now to get across and open the gate, you need the key. And to get that key, you see that guy right there? That bokoblin? You want to just whip it and snatch it right off of his person. and he gets mad, but we'll just go ahead and, you know, kill him so he won't be so angry. We'll do him a favor. Right after this cutscene showing us the boss key chest and where it's located. Ooh, look at all of that stuff. It's kind of a creepy place, all the skulls and stuff. And now we're back in the happy little area, not the deep, dark, gloomy section of the dungeon. Much more light and beautifulness over here. And if you guys can recall, if we go over here, we get up on this lily pad and go to the switch, we're gonna go and we're gonna be back in the main area of the temple. And this is where we got that one chest, and there's like the little baby chest right there. So we're back into the main section. Okay, so after you open that and you save your game if you would like, what you have to do is... Can we reach it from here? I don't think we can, but I'm gonna go ahead and kill that little guy right there. There we go. I need some more Deku seeds. I think I should have bought that, but I don't think I had money for it because I bought that thing from Beetle and it was just 1,000 rupees because he's so expensive. Okay, but what you want to do is you want to do a spin attack to get up onto the ledge, and hopefully, if you're lucky enough, you'll get some Deku seeds if you're running low on them here. No luck. Oh well. Let's go ahead and flip this over. And now we could get onto this ledge right here. These vines actually. To get onto this ledge. And then you want to make your way up these stairs. Oh gosh, not you. Yeah, die. You didn't die, you nerd. Thank you. Oh, and he gave us a chew jelly. Yes. But again, no luck with the Deku seeds, but we are getting a lot of rupees. Okay, so now once you make your way up here, what you want to do is look down and land on this lily pad. Flip that over. There we go. We made the way forward. Just making sure that there's no other like rupees or anything here. Treasure that we can get. Yeah, I don't think there is, so let's go ahead and make our way down. Again, no luck with getting some Deku seeds, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and turn that valve to make that water spout come out to lift up the lily pad. And now we're gonna make our way back again to where we went up the stairs to flip over the lily pad in the first place. Now we're gonna have to flip it once more to get across. Again, you're gonna have to do that trick where you try to get up as far as you can to, actually, I think you don't. I just did it that way, but, if you can't get it just the regular way, then you just wall jump onto there to be able to target the switch, and then you know, pull it down with your whip. And then these guys, you gotta wait for their tail to come back down, and then you're gonna grab onto it with the whip and pull them down, and you beat the heck out of them. Oh man. There we go. We turned the bell to get another water spout going, and this one is to make it easier to get back up to this point, and you don't have to go all the way around. And this big old switch, you want to go ahead and pull it down, and that makes the Buddha statue go down. So now we're gonna head back into the, like, when we went across to fight that Stealthful guy, we're gonna go back into that room and go to the very bottom and go through that door to get to that section. And now we're back into the creepy side of this temple. And these are cursed goblin. They do not die if you don't stab them right away. They'll just get back up, and you just have to keep fighting them until you stab them. Back off. And these guys, if you're looking for some of the evil crystals, I think they're called. They're the little purple rock things that are made of melons. These guys are going to be the ones that more than likely give you those, and they're the only enemies that can give you that treasure. The other way that you can get it, of course, is obviously through treasure chests and stuff, but to completely upgrade all of your gear, you need 3 evil crystals. If not, then don't worry about it too much. And of course, knowing my luck, they did not give me any evil crystals. Let's go ahead and get our little beetle friend to go into these eyes to see what we can get, and we get some rupees and hearts. Very creepy, look at that face. Okay, so what you want to do here is first, I guess, kill these keys, that way they're not in your way. And there's also another little section, group of butterflies, in case you want to get hearts or anything like that. A gemstone shines deep within the eye. Strike it to shut the mouth and dam the flow. Alright, so let's go ahead and fill up on our bombs here. Now what you want to do is head back over here, bring out your whip, because you're going to need to flip that lily pad over. Make sure you don't fall into the pool of malice, because it'll damage you. Once you make your way across, you can go ahead and stand here to get a better vantage point of the eyes. You want to take your beetle and make it go through the eyes of this face. And there's going to be a switch behind it that you activate to stop the flow, the waterfall of malice. I just missed it. But anyway, you hit it to activate it, and it stops the flow of malice that's coming out of the mouth right there. And now, the reason that you wanted to do that is you have to go all the way back around over here to this side, because there's going to be a boulder that you need to blow up. And what better way to blow it up than having your beetle friend do it for you? And there we are. Now we just have to go make our way over there to get across. Yes, we got an evil crystal. I was like just getting ready to look at my, because I have this equipped, a treasure medallion, and it's like, while you carry this mysterious metal, treasure appears with greater frequency. But I wasn't getting any treasure all that much often. I was getting the jellies and stuff, but I guess more the rare treasure I wasn't getting, and that's why I was just like, okay, is this thing working or not? But yes, we finally got another evil crystal, and we have 2 to our name, so we just need 1 more to be able to upgrade all the weapons that we need that specific treasure for. Alright, now we're in a area where there's a thread going into the ceiling. anybody knows the reference. For those of you who don't know the reference, it's from A Spider's Thread. It's about Buddha and a sinner. He let down a spider's thread because he felt bad for the sinner, and he wanted to give him another chance, and the sinner was selfish and wasn't letting any of the other sinners climb up the spider's thread, and so the spider thread broke and he stayed in the underworld. I think that's how it goes anyway. Alright, we made it. Return the stone giant to its original form and descend below the earth again along the thread. There you will find the key to the path ahead. Alright, and so what we have to do after we save it is go ahead and pull this lever down. And there we go, we got another easier way to get across to the other side. But we also get an easier way to get to this giant switch that we had to flip back up to bring Buddha back up, raise him, and then we just make our way back down through the spider's thread. I like how the music just like slows down and it's just like, oh, this is not normal. But here we are back in the not so nice part of the temple, and now that we lifted up the Buddha statue, we have access to that treasure chest where the boss key lies. And what I'm gonna let you know is once you go down there and you open up the boss key, there's gonna be a bunch of those cursed bokoblin that come out of the ground, and the statue starts to descend once again, so you have to make your way back up onto this ledge before the Buddha statue comes back down and crushes all of you guys. And there we go, we got the blessed idol, and this is the boss key for this temple. This carved wooden statue looks like it's supposed to inspire gratitude. It also looks like the stone statue on the upper floor. So let's go ahead and get out of here before we get crushed. That was easy, not too bad. Okay, so now that we have the blessed idol, the boss key for this temple, let's go ahead and make our way back all the way up the Buddha statue to where that lotus flower key hole was, and let's head to the boss. Here we are, and let's go ahead and insert it. This one's pretty easy. The only one that was super hard was the Lanayru mining facility key. This one's easy peasy lemon squeezy to do. Such a beautiful boss door key. Boss key door? I don't know. And there we go. It opens up the top of the statue so we can get onto the very tippy top of this. And now what we have to do is turn all these valves. And that'll raise us up even higher. Buddha's got a long neck. All right. Now, I suggest that if you can... Oh, yeah. So there's a save point there. So I suggest you save it. Like, I suggest you always save it before you fight the bosses, just in case. I mean, why not? You never know what happens. There could be power outages or whatnot. So, we just want to be safe. And here we go, my favorite boss! It's Girahim! No, I'm just kidding. It's not Girahim. He is here, though. You certainly are persistent. I'm terribly busy trying to find the clues that will help me revive the Demon King. Your insistent buzzing around my head like some irksome gadfly when I'm this busy is, well, it's making me very disagreeable. Did I say incessant or incessant? Incessant. It's incessant, I believe. But this is our boss. This is my favorite boss. Besides gearing him in this whole game. I'm pretty sure he's based off... No, I don't think it's Buddha, but I think it's a guardian in Buddha religion. But his name is Collectos. Ancient Automation. I didn't catch the title, but Collectos. He is the best, in my opinion. He's so amazing. And the way that you fight him is you wait for him to, bring this down, and then you take off his arms with the whip. I think you definitely have to get kind of close to him for him to slam down his arms so you could take it off. And now he releases the other two arms. And you just bring those down, and then now... Oh, what? I grabbed the other arm. But anyway, once he uncovers those arms, you want to go ahead and take down those arms as fast as you can, and then now his heart is exposed, and you just want to slap that around. And that's basically the gist of this whole boss, is you just keep doing that. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go, we got both of his arms this time. Uh-oh. He's coming out of the ground. This is his second phase. And now he's got some swords. Heck yeah, so it's gonna be the same idea, the same concept of beating him, except this time he's got all these nice looking swords. And this time he has a gate around his heart instead of his hands covering them. So what you want to do is once you take down these arms, you can get this sword, and you want to be fast and cut down his legs. I got hit there, but if you're faster, then you won't get hit. And you just want to swing that and cut his heart. Well, the little red thing in his chest. That kind of sounds really violent. When I say like that, you just want to hit his weak point with the sword. Note those. What's creepy about him is that right now, if you guys heard, he does a little like children laugh, which is really weird and concerning. Why does he have a children's voice? And why is he laughing? Five Nights at Freddy's, anyone? There we go, we got our heart piece. Okay, let's go ahead and head through the door. Look, the Triforce. And there's Aurora's symbol everywhere. The goddess of courage. Look at that beautiful, gorgeous green flame. Green is my favorite color. Raise your sword. The flames of Aurora have improved your sword, making it longer and sharp enough to do twice as much damage. Oh, and now we got the Triforce piece of courage. Cool, cool, cool. The sacred flame has purified your blade, enhancing and evolving it. With your sword now enhanced, you are ready to learn a new melody. We should return to the Isle of Songs. And we will in the next episode, so stay tuned for the next song. Also, we're meeting up with Faron again. The sword you carry is different since I last saw you. Yes, I see it is much improved. To think the goddess's chosen hero is but a mere boy, quite a twist. Chosen hero or not, you do not yet possess the strength required to wield the full power of the blade. You must train yourself further. Devote yourself wholly to this task. Farewell, boy. And there she goes. Alright, yeah, so that's gonna be the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode of doing the next temple for the first sacred flame. Thank you guys again so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And this is the first time getting our Faron grasshopper. It's said that these bugs reproduce in massive numbers once every 10 years, eating every plant in sight. But anyway, I really appreciate all the support, all the feedback, all the comments. I love hearing from you guys. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your night, wherever you guys are. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys!